Hello and welcome back to the Shiny Discussion Series. My name is WWDadman, but you already know that, and today we are covering the 4th generation of Pokemon. If you haven't watched the first 3 gens, you can do so now. Playlist is linked in the iCard on the top right of your screen and in the description down below. So let's dive into Gen 4. Turtwig. Normally Turtwig has light green skin, which changes to a teal color for the shiny. That is a pretty nice change, and I'm glad we start off with a good design. Groudle. Why? Seriously, what the actual flying fuck is this? Consistency out the window right away. The light green skin now goes yellow, while the yellow parts that didn't change on Turtwig go teal, along with the brown shell that also hadn't changed on Turtwig. No, and again, no. Torterra. You're fucking kidding me, right? How does this even qualify as shiny? The brown goes grossly pea yellow and the greens get desaturated. That's it. Obviously the green should lean more towards a darker teal as the green got darker and the rest should stay, just like with Turtwig. It's like 3 different people made these 3 shinies. Chimchar. The orange fire monkey goes to a deep red for the shiny, which looks nice and can stay. Monferno. Monferno is brown normally with blue eyebrows and goes to a bright red with purple eyebrows in the shiny. Interesting concept of making the color gradient go brighter in the shiny through the evolution and darker on the normal form, but it looks nice so it can stay. Infernape. Much like Monferno, the brown parts get bright red, the white fur stays the same. I think this is fine, it doesn't always need to change every color. Piplup. Now, they did the second worst thing they could have done for this one. The worst would of course have been making it pink. Instead, the blues on Piplup go slightly lighter for the shiny. So yeah, this hardly even qualifies as shiny. It would look better in slightly sea green colors. Primplup. They actually did it right with the middle Evo. It has a slight green tint to its blues in the shiny. That's in line with my Piplup. Empoleon. Same for Empoleon, at least in Gen 4 and 5. The 3D model turned it black for the most part, which still somehow becomes a tealish blue in the shiny. They should have stuck with the original colors on the normal form, but whatever. Starly. The gray bird becomes brown in the shiny. That is fine. Staravia. Again, gray becomes brown, nice and consistent. Staraptor. And again, gray becomes brown, while the red accent on the head goes to a nice silver. Great shiny, I actually want one of those. Bidoof. Bidoof's shiny is honestly pretty bad doof. Slightly lighter brown and that's it. I'd like to see an even brighter, actually golden color for it. Bibarel. Same base colors, same shiny. Again, brighter gold would be nicer. Krikatot. The red colors of the normal form go to a bright orange. Boring, hardly changes, and there's nothing cool about that. Make it blue instead. Kricketune. Basically same problem and same solution. Shinx. The blue fur goes golden, while the yellow accents become orange. I love this shiny, so definitely nothing to change here. Luxio. Same color changes as in Shinx, so perfectly in line, and I still love it. Luxray. And again, perfectly consistent and an overall awesome looking shiny. In general, this line is my favorite Gen 4 evolution line. Badoo. The pre-evolution to Roselia changes the darker green leaves around the face to a magenta color, and the top of the butt to a yellow from the light green it usually has. This looks good, honestly, better than I anticipated. Roserade. Unsurprisingly, it has the exact same color schemes as Roselia on both normal and shiny forms, exactly as I've wanted it to be. Cranidos. Cranidos is normally blue and gray and changes the shade of gray as well as the blue going to red. This looks amazing and I will not change that. Rampardos. The evolved form takes the exact same colors, so nothing to change, this is great. Shieldon. So Gen 4 and 5 had the skin color changed to neon yellow and the head shield went dark blue. As of Gen 6 we have a less eye-watering yellow and the blue is more subtle as well. I like it personally. Bastiodon. Same color scheme as the pre-evo, so also okay as it is. Burmy. So Burmy has different coatings depending on the environment. Makes sense for a bagworm. However, the shiny literally doesn't change. I'd be for making the shiny have a white body instead, so it actually sticks out. Vermidam. The female evolution is literally just a bigger version of Burmy that doesn't change looks based on the environment anymore, but keeps the one from the form Burmy was in when it evolved. This also means its shiny is garbage, so here's the same fix as for Burmy. Mothin. So the male evolution actually gets a really cool looking shiny, with the orange wings going yellow and the markings going from a dark orange to blue. This can stay. Combi. It goes from yellow to orange for the shiny, so that's fine and can stay. Vespiquen. Same color change as the pre-evo, so also nothing to change here. Pachirisu. The blue markings on its fur go to a light pink. That actually looks okay even if it's a blue to pink shift. Weasel. Weasel goes from a dark orange to a gold colored fur, with the ring on its neck going white instead of yellow. This looks really good, so I can't complain here. Floatzel. Again, exactly the same changes as the pre-evo, so consistent and nice, like I wanted. Cherubi. So the shiny has lighter green leaves and a lighter red. Obviously this is hardly changing, and there are literally yellow cherries, so they could easily have done this. Cherrim. So normally it's inside its leaves, which turn a nice blue on the shiny, but the sunshine form hardly changes apart from the balls on a head going from red to pink. I guess it can stay though, as the sunshine form hardly shows up anyway. Shallows. Both forms just get a slightly different shade of the same color they usually are for their shinies. I'd like them to switch colors for the shiny version instead. Gastrodon. Similarly, the evolutions also hardly change from their normal to their shiny forms. I'd want them to also swap colors. Ambipom. I mean, at least they were consistently bad on this, as the original Apom shiny has the same color. I changed that to red, so that's what I'll do here. Drifloon. Normally purple with yellow accents, it turns yellow with cyan accents. Nice design, and that can stay. Driftblim. This is exactly in line with the pre-evolution, so this can also stay exactly that way. Baneri. The brown fur becomes slightly lighter, with the white fur becoming cotton candy pink. This can honestly stay that way. Lopunny. Again, perfectly in line with the base forms, so no need to change anything here either. Mismagius. I liked the original shiny for Misdreavus, and its evolved form isn't in any way worse, exactly what it should look like, really. Honchkrow. Another consistently bad one, same stupid pink as Murkrow. So I'd also turned the dark parts white for the shiny. Glameow. Originally Glameow was dark blue, changing to grey as of Platinum. The shiny always has been light purple, and that looks good. Perugly. Same deal here, so that's also gonna stay that way. Chingling. Now, this one doesn't even change. They could have easily made the bell silver instead of gold and put blue ribbon thingies on instead, and it would look amazing. Stunky. The purple parts of the fur go red for the shiny. This looks awesome and can stay. Skuntank. Again, in line with the pre-evolution, so no changes needed. Bronzor. The blue steel of this Pokemon goes to a green. That reminds me of Niobium Oxide. I know, Niobium is a pretty specific metal to be reminded of, but what can I do? I'm a chemist after all. Anyway, this looks cool, so it can stay. Bronzong. Seems they finally got the hang of being consistent after all. This can also stay. Bonsly. Perfectly in line with Sudowoodo, so that can stay as well. Mime Jr. So, actually nice attempt at making it look better, but with the evolution changing the red parts to green, suddenly changing the blue parts to green doesn't make much sense. So realistically it should only change the nose and the button on the front to green, otherwise we'd need to retcon the Mr. Mime shiny. Happiny. Yeah, no. This obviously needs to go to the same colors as shiny Chansey. Chatot. Nice changes in color on this one, I like it. Spiritomb. Now, this just looks amazing, so absolutely no objections on this design whatsoever. Gibble. The blue gets a bit darker and the orange belly goes yellow. Unfortunately, that's not too much of a difference. Without the normal one next to it, I couldn't even tell that it's shiny. I'd like to have the orange of the beta sprite for the shiny. Goodbye. Not only is this boring and hardly changes, they even fucked up consistency within the line. The orange belly should become yellow at the least. Needless to say, I'd make the main color change as well, like on Gibble. Garchomp. Just as bad as Gabite. I'd do the same changes, plus change the yellow markings to cyan. Looks a lot better, also looks worlds better than the horrible Mega Shiny. Munchlax. Consistent with the evolution, it turns from green to blue. This blue is also more distinct from the green than on Snorlax, so it's actually in line with my design. Riolu. Riolu's blue fur goes to a nice gold color in the shiny. This is amazing and definitely on my list of shinies I want to hunt for. Lucario. The evolution looks just as awesome, so again, no need to change. Hippopotas. Now, this one actually has distinctively different colors depending on the gender. However, the shinies are just desaturated versions of the same browns. I'd have a more drastic color change in mind. Hippowdon. Here the gender difference is even clearer. The shiny of the normally dark purplish gray female is green. That is fine. The male keeps the brown tones of the pre-evolution, but it also keeps the only slightly lighter shiny. I'd want to change the male to match the pre-evo shinies I just showed you. Skorupi. A red shiny! Yes, yes, and again yes, this looks awesome. Drapion. Who bleached the shiny in Gen 6? Like, for fuck's sake, you ruined it! That's supposed to be a vibrant red. I caught one of these in Usum in a wormhole and I hardly noticed it being shiny until it sparkled. Krogan. The blue skin goes to a bright cyan for the shiny. The reds also become pink. Nice shiny, can't stay. Toxicroak. Same colors as the base form, so no changes here either. Carnivine. Carnivine is a Venus flytrap, so it's normally green, with the shiny turning those greens into yellows. It's a fine shiny, really. Finneon. The blue of the normal form goes to a dull gray for the shiny. I mean, it looks different enough, but I've seen better shinies. Luminion. Again, blue goes to gray. Consistent, at least, even if the normal form is legit the more colorful variant. Mantine. I mean, it's about as different as the evolution, and I left that as it is. It's just, they kinda didn't color them the same as the Evo. In general though, the shiny is a brighter blue, so I guess that's fine. Snover. The green tips of the arms go blue. Subtle, but I like it. Abomasnow. Same green to blue change, so nothing to change here either. Weasel. Oh god no. Put that away. Ew. Give that the same treatment as Sneasel. Gold and silver normal sprite colors. Magnesium. Why? Why go away from the perfectly consistent coloring of the pre-evos? This is supposed to be light gold, and going with the red and blue poles going black, the eye is also supposed to be black. Licky Licky. Same color change as Licky Tongue, so no changes necessary. Rhyperior. The gray goes lighter and the orange plates become yellow. Really cool shiny. Tangrowth. Also same color scheme as the pre-evolution, so this can stay as well. Electivire. Unfortunately, it's just as bad as Elekid and Electabuzz, so make it blue as well and call it a day. Magmortar. Same shiny as Magmar, so that's in line, so that can stay. Togekiss. Yep, that one sucks, just like the pre-evos. Cyan and Magenta instead of red and blue is also what I'd go for here. Yanmega. So, I don't have anything against the look of a blue Yanmega, but it's just inconsistent with Yanma's shiny. So, this is what I'd want to see for consistency. Leafeon. There are only 2 evolutions with a good shiny, and neither are in this gen. This is absolutely identical to the normal form, so let's give that a nice fall look. Glaceon. Yeah, as I just said, neither good evolution shiny is in this gen. Again, identical to the normal colors. Funnily enough, the difference was a lot more prevalent before the 3D models. Losing color would make it look even icier in my opinion, so that's what I'd go with here. Gliscor. Gligar goes from pink to purple, Gliscor goes from purple to blue. That is fine, and I will not change that. Mamoswine. This mud green garbage is just a disappointment. Especially after the blue Swinub of early gens and the blonde Piloswine. Those both at least look good on their own. It should really be in line with my designs and go blue. Porygon Z. The final evo of Porygon is also in line in terms of colors, so no changes needed there. Gallade. Another one that's absolutely perfectly in line with the rest of its evolutions. So no changes here either. Probopass. It also mirrors Nosepass in colors, so once again this can stay. Dusknoir. Both Duskull and Dusclops have reddish-brown shinies, so what made them go blue here? Especially if the blue doesn't even look that different from the normal gray. Frostless. The red ribbon becomes pink while the blue parts lose a bit of color. This is subtle, but nice. Rotom. The orange body goes red and the blue outlines of the electricity become yellow. Cool shiny and can definitely stay. Uxie. The gray body goes yellow and the orange head ornament becomes darker. Good shiny in my opinion. Mesprit. So that's kinda a theme with the lake spirits. The body goes to yellow and the head ornaments get darker. I like it. Azelf. Yeah, that one also fits that theme. Nothing to change. Dialga. The blue body of Dialga becomes cyan colored and the silver spikes go slightly golden. Amazing shiny. I hope we can shiny hunt legendaries in Crown Tundra, cause I really don't want to stream shiny hunting from a 3DS, DS or ROM. And I definitely want to hunt this thing eventually. Palkia. Palkia had a bit more of a reddish color in the shiny of Gen 4 and 5. Gen 6 bleached the normal form to be white with pink markings and made only the shiny have pink skin with a bit darker pink markings. The markings are supposed to be red on the shiny. Heatran. Now that hardly changes in earlier gens, and by now it's straight up the same color. Make it black like Basalt instead. Regigigas. The yellow markings become blue for the shiny, that looks cool and can stay. Giratina. They inverted the silver and gold parts and the red markings go turquoise instead. Amazing shiny and I really want one. Cresselia. The back becomes a darker purple and the pink parts go cyan. For some reason the 3D models made the rings green instead, but whatever, it looks good. There's actually also a difference between Gen 6 and 7 here, at least in the list of sprites on Bulbapedia that I'm using for this. So yeah, that's interesting. Fion. Garbage slightly lighter than the original. Green would work better. Manaphy. Same garbage shiny as the thing it breeds into. Same color change to make it look better. Darkrai. Boring. At least make the red go bright blue or something, just making the black go dark purple doesn't cut it. Shaman. The green parts become teal, that is actually pretty cool. Arceus. Arceus' white body becomes golden in the shiny form, that actually looks godly. And with that we are done with Gen 4. See you for Generation 5 in the next video of the series, and until then, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe and ring the bell to never miss an upload. And my name is WW Dadman. Bye.